Hello, hello, friends. How are you? I wanted to do a really quick impromptu live to talk about traveling and world schooling, my favorite topics, but specifically how traveling and world schooling can save you money. So I do have a quick little presentation. Let me try to share it. Hopefully you can see it now. I have a question for you guys. If I could show you how I could save you lots of money by traveling and world schooling, would you want me to help you do that? I really want to encourage people who think that you need to be rich to live this lifestyle to consider that many world schoolers do it on a much cheaper monthly budget than what they're spending in their home country, if you know how to do it properly. And I can teach you how, of course. Now, of course, you can do it lavishly. I've seen people who have done so, but you can travel on a budget. I've been traveling for 7 years with my now 14-year-old twins, and we've done it from a budget anywhere as low as $1,000 a month for a little while in Peru, to typically $3,000-4,000, sometimes more a month. And this is US dollars. But, really, if I can travel as a solo parent of 2, so can many other families. I wrote a post recently, and I just wanted to share it here again. And I wrote, did you know that world schooling can often save you money? Work online and earn in pounds, dollars, or euros, then spend in pesos, baht, lira, etc. Therefore, you can take advantage of geographic arbitrage, travel slowly, and spend time in lower cost of living countries. Don't treat world schooling like a long-term vacation. Treat it like a lifestyle. It definitely is a lifestyle. And then you won't have to earn so much and work so hard. And you can spend more time with your family. So it's as simple as that. Okay, not as simple as that, because you probably need to figure out the income bit if you haven't already. And if you haven't already requested my giant income list, I put together the largest list of income ideas out there for any digital nomads. I call it income ideas to fund family travel and world schooling. It's 235 mostly digital nomad jobs, businesses, or freelance gigs. So visit trailblazingfamilies.com to get it. And so hopefully that list will be a good start for you to figure out how to fund the lifestyle. But you don't need to make tens of thousands of dollars per month to do this. And as I've mentioned before, in whatever my Facebook group usually comments, I decided that I'm not going to add the how to make an income bit to my world schooling program, at least for now, as that is a whole nother animal. And anyway, the reason why I wrote the post about the world schooling being able to save you money is because I saw in another Facebook group a woman who claimed to have spent $300,000 US traveling and apparently world schooling over 19 months. And I've never seen a figure that large. That's nearly $16,000 a month, or the equivalent of $190,000 a year. Again, obviously you can spend that in a New York City, San Francisco, big cities. That's like probably not even enough. But traveling and world schooling, I'm really curious about where she went. Her comment was in a response to another mom who posted about selling their house, and they started traveling without figuring out an online income yet, and they were anxious about seeing their bank account go down. So anyway, the $300,000 mom wrote, we spent so much money jumping the gun too soon, and we weren't very careful either. $300,000 in 19 months. I don't have regrets. Good for her. But I would definitely prefer to have had a better plan. Hubby is back in corporate America now, which is right where he's meant to be. Really? Okay. At the moment, he's happy. Good for him. But I'm figuring out how to make our reality again with a way less freedom than we had with an extra $300,000 in our pockets. Yeah. So again, it's hard to re-enter the corporate world after you've had that freedom of traveling for 19 months. I mean, maybe he's happy, maybe he misses it. I don't know. But anyway, for me, I kind of, my perspective, my worldview completely changed, my view about life and the way I want to live it. So anyway, as you might imagine, a few others commented with things like, how in the heck did you spend nearly $16,000 a month for 19 months? Did you stay at the Ritz-Carlton? LOL. Others wrote, yeah, we spend 10,000 a month all in doing X, Y, and Z. And these, these other high budget parents, they were also perplexed about how and why this woman blew through such a large budget so quickly. So I'm not trying to shame her. Obviously, I've crossed out her name. She seems happy to have done it this way. And, they did it. They're happy to be back in their corporate jobs and such. That's awesome. And I have met families who did a gap year and spent about $100,000, which to me sounds kind of high. But, if you've got that budget and you want to do everything on your bucket list within a year and take that once in a lifetime trip, then go for it. And I know from others who earn a great online income and they spend maybe 10,000 a month, going to Norway and seeing the Northern Lights and, riding sleighs pulled by reindeers. Or I have another friend, she spent $15,000 going on a month-long safari. And she said that was a bargain because she really searched around and negotiated. So I don't know how many kids, maybe I think she had 2 kids and her husband. So on a month-long safari in Africa. But these families typically spend between 5,000 and 10,000 per month on other months. And again, they're not on a tight budget, but they're not doing it super lavishly every month. So, but for many other world schoolers like my family, we're traveling for more than a gap year. And we're not trying to blow our budget in 1 or 2 years for this once in a lifetime trip. So here's a slide from my course. We do talk about budget, living standards, et cetera, quite a bit. We and others, we're not staying at high-end hotels or high-end Airbnbs. They do exist. They're fun to look at least the pictures. We're not eating out every day, 3 times a day. We're not spending time mostly fast traveling in high cost of living countries. We're not treating like it's a perpetual vacation, but it's a world schooling lifestyle to us, which is a big difference. So hopefully you've had a chance to check out my recent masterclass on how to launch into this lifestyle if you haven't already. It's in the featured section of my Facebook group. I'll also list my website in a bit. It's a good intro of what my super comprehensive and very well liked 12-week course, How to World School and Travel Extensively as a Family, is like. I've run the course twice so far, and I'm gearing up to run it again soon. I've got a great group of parents signed up, and I'm still chatting with a few others. So I decided to delay the start until next Monday, October 2nd, because I don't like to rush people. I don't like to rush myself if I can help it. So, and yes, obviously there is a fee to take my course because I put a ton of work into it. It's my presentation's 490 slides. I mean, this is what, 5 slides, 490 plus slides. It's got pictures, got bullet points, links to other websites, so much information there. So it is my full-time gig right now. It's my small little business. And I think it's a really great investment to make as you make this major lifestyle change. And I do believe that what you'll learn from the course will help you save money, far more money down the line, especially if you follow my advice. I teach how to book more affordable airline flights, how to book more affordable accommodation, how to find lower cost of living countries that are still interesting and to visit and safe for a family. I share lots of money tips about how to save money on banking, financial transactions, and how not to get ripped off, because that does happen from time to time. How not to get ripped off and have all your belongings stolen from theft, because that happens once in a while too. And I share how to live less like a tourist and more, well, kind of like a local, maybe not as cheaply as a local, but like a short-term expat. And, there's no need to spend $300,000 in 19 months if you don't want to. And also how to find affordable childcare. It's so much cheaper to hire nannies and daycares and all of that in other countries, lower cost schools, camps, online learning programs. I've been working in the alternative education and world schooling space for several years, so I know a good deal about this topic. I share over 700 online learning apps that will help your kids learn while they're homeschooling and world schooling. Also lists of 70 online schools, 30 online tutoring companies, over 100 World School friendly local schools around the world, 40 plus World School hubs and pop-ups around the world, which that list we constantly have to update because there's so many that come and go, and obviously some are pop-ups, and so much more. So now you might be able to figure this out on your own, but I'm sorry, I sincerely doubt it. It will take you a long time. You'll need to spend hours every week for years to self-learn all the things in my course. I am taking 7 years of living this lifestyle and the 2 years prior in research phase, as there was not a lot of information back then. There wasn't a course like I have now when we were starting out, and the hundreds of other World School families I've met over the years, and obviously working in alternative education. And yes, I do ask questions when I meet other World Schooling families about how they do it, because it's not just about how we do it, it's how many families do it. And then I help you choose which way is best for you to do it. I like to do pro-con lists a lot. And again, my experience working in alternative education, co-hosting a World School conference, helping launch and run an online school, I put all of that into my course. It goes through the whole A to Z of how to World School and live this lifestyle as a family, and to live on a budget if needed and still live it well. So, you know, sadly, I see people winging it and making newbie mistakes. Many of them, I see them losing money or having to pay more for something because they just didn't know. And, you know, when I read these posts, I feel I really wish that they would have been able to take my course before going out there in the world and trying to figure it out on their own. So, you know, it's often great to DIY things, but it's also great to make a good investment, to hire an expert to help you through something new. You know, think about the people you've hired in the past: a financial planner, a wedding planner, a doula, a handyman, or a general contractor if you're doing a renovation of your house, a bunch of professors if you went to university, or, you know, maybe you've taken a business or marketing course or parenting course or fitness, personal development, etc. Well, now you can take a course on how to launch into a world schooling lifestyle and do it the right way. And it's not just for 12 weeks. The course is for 12 weeks, but participants can join my weekly group Zooms for years to come. So think about the value of having access to an experienced world schooler like me for a year or two down the road when you're out there traveling and you have a question that's hard to find the answer in a Facebook group. And, you know, also the community support of the other participants in the group. You know, we're meeting regularly. We're always learning about, you know, ways to live this lifestyle better and with more ease and more affordably. So, you know, the person who spent $300,000 in 19 months, again, maybe that way to travel or world school works for them. Maybe they're happy to be back in their home country and their high cost of living city and, you know, doing the corporate grind again. But I don't know, for me, once I started traveling and then came back to the States, I saw everything with totally new eyes, totally different perspective. And, you know, so some of us want to get away from the high cost of living lifestyle in the developed world that we're living. And, you know, here's an article from CNN about remote workers leaving expensive cities to cheaper cities. And I say, take it the next step further and move to or travel around cheaper countries. And then, and they're still safe, often safer than the US. I know that like half of the people that I'm friends with on Facebook or who are in my Facebook group are from the States, as I am. But, you know, we can get away from the crazy inflation and the pressure to keep up with the Joneses. Some of us are tired of living in the rat race and want more freedom to live a higher quality of life for less. It's possible, where it's more about enjoying life than working hard to pay all the high bills and, you know, never seeing our kids because we have to work so hard paying for everything. They're in school all day. And then, you know, having them grow up in a system where they're just going to have to repeat the same way we've been living, you know, in the rat race. And because the system, including the school system, it's been set up this way to keep the corporations and the billionaires doing well, you know, which is great for them, but it has not been set up for each individual person or each individual family to live their life well and have more freedom, happiness, joy, time together, and abundance. And, you know, when I say abundance, I'm not talking about just money. I'm talking about, you know, abundance of, you know, time and living with your kids with more peace and less stress. And I'm not saying that traveling with kids and world schooling is perfect and an easy lifestyle. There is a learning curve. There's so many things to know about to live this lifestyle well. I mean, you can wing it and do it and get stressed out and make mistakes, but to live it well and without too much stress, which is another reason why you might consider joining my course for all that help and support. So if this sounds interesting to you, if you want to learn how to world school, save money while doing it, then consider investing in my course. It's currently at a 25% discount as it's my third cohort. no longer really a beta cohort, but I do like to give a discount when it's not yet at 100%. But I'd say it's 95% there to my satisfaction. And, you know, it has exceeded the expectations of my past participants for my beta and second cohort. So it's 750 US instead of 1,000 right now. Again, my next cohort will start on Monday, October 2nd. It'll run through right before Christmas, I think December 20th or something. I don't really promote my program hard throughout the year, but when because when I run my course, I'm really focused on the participants of my course and running the course. But before I launch a new cohort, like right now, I do try to rally, you know, more people to take the plunge into this wonderful lifestyle. And I would be super honored to help your family do so. And hopefully you have seen my post recently of pictures of 3 families who took my course, and they've recently launched into their Worldschooling adventures. They're the Benders, the Axtels, and Sonia V and William Florian. Sorry, they have like a combined name. They're awesome. They have Instagram accounts that you should follow. So find their pictures. I think I have it like in a pinned post, and follow them on Instagram as they're, you know, launching. They've launched, they're having a blast. And there are others that I will showcase soon that I've taken my course, and they're all super glad that they took my course, and they posted in many places really nice comments. So I'm so appreciative of them. So in addition to the 25% discount, I am offering kind of an early bird discount at an extra 10%, which is supposed to expire tonight, September 25th, but I will extend it to midnight Pacific time, Tuesday, September 26th. So 675 US smackaroos for like 50 hours of video content that you can refer to again and again, tons of lists of resources, and then perpetual weekly Zoom meetings whenever you need help. So I think it's a pretty good deal. To reach out if you want to jump on a Zoom, and completely no obligation, even if you just want to bounce some ideas around. You know, we can meet for 30 minutes and see if this program is a good fit for you. You can take a look at the many testimonials that I posted in my Facebook profile, and also on my website. I will include the website in the comments. So please take a look at my masterclass, schedule a quick Zoom with me. I have the masterclass at the bottom of the link that I'll share, and take advantage of the discounts now. I am very, very confident that if you take my course and do the things that I advise you to do, you will more than recoup your investment in the course by a long shot. And, you know, I can teach you how to save thousands and thousands of dollars a year with my tips on how to live this incredible lifestyle and world school your kids so they can grow up to be global citizens, which is so important nowadays. So don't delay living this amazing lifestyle. I have friends of mine who have teens, and they're like, they just launched and they wish they did it earlier. So don't delay, and try not to wing it on your own and make lots of newbie mistakes. Let me help you launch into this lifestyle with much more confidence, knowledge, and ease. And really, guys, thank you so much watching this video. I really don't like making sales pitches, but I'm so passionate about what I do. I know it will help you, like it's helped past participants who have said that, you know, my course is awesome. They've learned so much. One said it was worth its weight in gold. So I really appreciate those comments. I didn't pay them to make those comments. I am starting an affiliate program soon. So you guys can take the course, love it, and then become an affiliate, and then again, recoup the investment you made in the course. So I hope you'll consider signing up for my How to World School course and join in all the fun and adventure. Now, before signing off, let me just check to see if there's any comments or anything. Got a couple of thumbs up. Awesome. Thanks, guys. And yeah, so thank you, and just get in touch with me, and hope to see you guys next week in the course. Bye.